Welcome to the Friday Night Frenzy alongside Andrew. I'm Rob. All girls show tonight, sectional action statewide. We kick things off with a matchup of NCC foes at McCutcheon, the Mavs taking on Lafayette.
Yeah, that's right, Job. The Broncos entered sectional play on a 9-game losing streak, but they picked up a win over Logansport on Tuesday to advance to tonight's semifinal game. Andy Baker and the Broncos trying to keep the magic going against Jeff Kanoy and the Mavs, leading 23-16 in the third. Jeff pounds it inside, and Destiny Cross does the rest. The Broncos in prime position for the upset, but then Colleen Leonard stepped up. Observe the emotion. The junior not ready to go home, 25-22 Jeff. Moments later on the fast break, Brandy Norton gets the layup to fall while drawing the foul, leaving Kanoy scratching his head. She would make the freebie, 30-25 Broncos. Now in the fourth, Leonard getting to the rim. We're all even at 32. The Mavs incorporating mind, heart, and spirit in their play during the fourth. And the three ball. Annabelle Kanoy making her father proud. McCutcheon up 35-32 now. They continue to pull away. Kanoy dishing, Leonard swishing. McCutcheon dispatches Lafayette Jeff 45-34. McCutcheon facing the winner of Harrison and Zionsville. This one would hardly shine if you get what I mean here. Early in the first quarter, you get what you give. Maddie Nolan dishes to Aaron Patterson, who gets it right back to a cutting Nolan. Zionsville up 4-0. God bless this kid for making the trip, because this game was ugly. The Eagles getting the job done defensively. Delaney Richardson with the rejection. That would be the closest Harrison got to putting the ball in the hoop. A football score after one, Zionsville 7, Harrison 0. The Raiders finally get on the board late in the second quarter. Christina Elliott, yes ma'am. John Laird loving it. The shutout over. No shutout, no win for Harrison though. The Raiders fall to Zionsville 43-24. The final.
All right, over at West Lafayette, Jane Schotten, the Red Devils hosting Western early on. Maggie Watica, nice little Kevin Love outlet pass. Julia Bittner, easy catch and lay in on the senior-to-senior connection. Moments later, Bittner in transition, and she takes it all the way to the rack herself. We've seen this before, and that leads to a Western timeout. And Bittner jogging back to her bench, gets a little dab in, Andy, just like her guy Avery Denhart. She had a game-high 18 points. Also dishing assists, finds a wide-open Tegan Parker, nothing but the bottom on the long two. Now Watica getting in on the action. She attacks the paint, splits the defenders for the tough lay-in. 27-point Red Devil lead, and that was it for her. Well-deserved rest in the fourth. Kylie Martin taking over the ball-handling duties, drives and kicks to an open Allie Jin. And check out the arc on that jumper. That's a beauty. Barely touched the net. Coach Schott likes what she sees. Red Devils roll to the sectional final. A big 81-60 win over Western. And then the nightcap, Kaylin Kaufman and Benton Central facing off with Northwestern. A much more competitive semifinal than the first. Lady Tigers jumping on the Bison quick though. Brianna Hahn connects on the baseline jumper. But the Bison turn to their senior leaders. First it's Kaufman. This little reverse lay-in. Used a little English to get that one to fall. And moments later, Kaufman posting up strong. Bailey Goodman gets it to her. Turns away from the double team. Easy finish for the future Purple Ace. Coach David Baxter, well, he has all the answers on that little sheet. And Bailey Goodman has some answers too. She doesn't need a lot of space. Good from the wing. 2 minutes later, opposite corner. And then back to the wing. Goodman with 3 first-quarter 3 balls. Bison with a balanced scoring effort as they take care of Northwestern 62-51. So it's the Bison and Red Devils tomorrow for the sectional championship. That does it for the first half of the Frenzy. 4 games down, still 7 more to go. Coming up, we'll make stops at West Central, North Vermillion, Clinton Central.
And SEEGER. The Carroll Cougars look to claw their way past the Central Catholic Knight team that ended their season 1 year ago. We'll tell you how Chad Arnold and his squad did when the Frenzy continues after the break. Stay with us.
It's the Friday Night Frenzy on News 18. Sports from where you live.
Welcome back to the Friday Night Frenzy. For our next stop, we head to Stephanie White Country, Warren County. SEEGER, the Class 2A Top 10 showdown between Central Catholic and Carroll.
Both teams coming into tonight's match with 19 wins. Last season, the Knights beat the Cougars in regionals. Carroll looking for payback.
Macy Willoughby and the Cougars ready to roll in this one, and early on, it was Central Catholic star Cam Onken going to work. Future Villanova Wildcat with a tough drive inside. Onken goes off glass. Knights now applying the press, but Willoughby spots Sydney Fisher, goes straight to the hoop. Give her the bucket plus the foul. Nice play there. CC on the break now. Jenny Harcum thinks she might have a decent shot attempt, but Megan Miller sends that one all the way back to Lafayette. Cougars putting up a good fight in the first half. They work it down to Miller, who hits the layup. Carroll up 14-10 at the midway point. The Knights come out like a hungry pack of wolves in the second. Harkin with the steal and the score, and that ignites the Knights. Vinny then dumping it down to Libby Bonner, who goes to the bank for the bucket. Knights prevail. They go on to win 42-31.
In the first game at Seeger, the Patriots taking on South Vermillion. We'll pick up the action in the third quarter. South working the ball around the arc. Tori Vidiniemi fires away. The free ball is good. Moments later, check out the crossover from Kylie Swisher. She penetrates and kicks it out to Brittany Shipman, who delivers the rainmaker from the corner. The Patriots moving the ball around with surgical precision. Swisher tries her luck from straight away and connects. Later on, Swisher goes back to Creator. She drives by her defender and kicks it back out to Shipman, who drains another triple try. Seeger wins this one 35-15. The Patriots will play Central Catholic tomorrow night at 7.
We head over to Francisville for the 1A West Central Sectional, where the Trojans playing host to the Covenant Christian Knights. And the Knights getting pressed early on, but they use their height and move the ball calmly into the paint for an easy 2 off the glass. Now the Trojans showing off their ball handling skills. Makes his way around the horn. Gretchen Blackburn, orange ball, corner pocket. She sinks it. Knights throwing a half-court pass now under the rim, nothing, and they dump it to Nikki DeBoer, and she drains the long ball. Psyched about that action, and the Trojans will call a timeout. Trojans, though, favoring that far side. Adriana Barlow from downtown drains a big 3 to nudge the Trojans further ahead. The Knights fought hard, but they will fall 58-32.
Let's head to Clinton Central for Sectional 54. Game 1 pitted Frontier against Faith Christian. Second half action, Frontier's Caitlin Hall drains this 3. Falcons up by double digits most of the game. Later, Faith's Mackenzie Myers gets the rebound and puts it back in. Then it's Myers again, banking it in. Eagles on a run. Rachel Shockney has her shot blocked, but Aubrey Adamson catches it and pops it in. Eagles coming back, but the Falcons hold tough. Nicole Barr puts in this late turnaround. Falcons advance 51-39.
We'll be playing the winner of Game 2, Tri-Central versus Clinton Central. First quarter, the Bulldogs, Victoria Wyrick, drives a lane, and she gets it in there. Later, Tri-Central's Haley Ferris, she gets a steal, and she's going to take it coast to coast. No one really challenges her there. She gets it in. Then it's Ferris with the interception. Yeah, that happens in basketball, too. Takes it down the court, passes to Taylor Davis. She misses. But Ferris puts it back in. Tri-Central just controlled this game from the beginning. Emily Richard takes it on the break, lays it in. Tri-Central tames the Bulldogs 80-32.
In the North Vermillion sectional, Attica squaring off with Riverton Park. They pick up the action in the second. The 8 minutes belonging to Naomi McDaniel. Here she gets the layup to go. McDaniel doing it from the inside and the outside. Coming up, she will spot up and drill the triple try. Number 21 getting the job done, but it's a game of 32 minutes, folks. The Lady Ramblers fall to Riverton Park 51-39.
Well, that does it for this week's sectional semifinal edition of the Frenzy, though. Coming up, West Lafayette head coach Jane Schott joins us in the Coach's Corner.
The Red Devils are sectional championship bound, first time under Coach Schott. We'll break down the team's win over Western earlier this evening next in the Coach's Corner. Welcome back to the Frenzy. Joining us tonight, West Lafayette head coach Jane Schott.
Coach, thanks for joining us. You probably expected to beat Western, but it's got to be gratifying when your team comes out and really respects an opponent the way you guys did tonight and follows through, right?
Yeah, I got to give our credit to our seniors and our veterans. They understand that anybody can beat anybody else at this time of the year, and they're pretty hungry, so we just wanted to come out and be businesslike. Western's a good team, and I thought our kids did a pretty good job of getting the job done.
Rob mentioned starts. First quarter, you beating them 22-11. Third quarter, the same exact score. Just what were the difference to getting off to that hot start?
Well, I think we just needed to hit some shots. I mean, it's a big environment, and we hadn't played yet, so we were a little bit nervous, I think, just getting settled in. Maggie Wattica starts off and hits a 3 for us, and I think that settled everybody down. So that and our defense really gets our offense going. So if we can play that good defense, we usually get off to a good start.
In Martin and Wattica, you have a couple good ball handlers, but what's it like when you get a defensive rebound like Julia Bittner does and pushes the ball up the floor and just goes coast to coast?
We're very, very fortunate that 1 through 5, all our kids can handle the ball, and so when we get a rebound, we're looking to push. And Julia, she is a very good transition 5'10" player that gets down into the lane for us a lot, as well as all the others. So it makes us fun to watch because we get up and down the floor quite a bit.
And it wasn't just her who got the job done. Your bench, 29-5, the difference in scoring there. Just what were the keys for them, and how big is that for this team?
Yeah, right now, and it happens at tournament all the time, you get a little injured. I mean, we're missing our backup center. Mary Kate Cartwright's got a concussion, so Allie Jen had to come off the bench. And, she's not normally used in that situation, but she came off the bench and had 10 points for us. She was a big key. And at the tournament, you have to have people that will step up, and you never know who it's going to be. So I think our team is deep enough, and we're veteran enough, and they're ready to play.
Western really isn't any bigger than you guys, but you dominated them on the boards, almost plus 20, I think plus 19, 54 rebounds total for your team tonight. Does that kind of speak to the effort level and the energy that you guys play with?
Yeah, we're really outsized a lot all the time. I mean, we've got we're not quite as tall as some of our opponents, and so we know we just have to block out and be strong and play aggressively, and our kids are used to that. And so I think that's going to be a big key in the sectional final because we know we're going to get some bigger players.
I know the season is not over yet, but just how special is this group of girls for you?
They've been terrific. Our 4 seniors have really done a great job of helping our program advance, and first 21-win season that we've had in a long time, and it ties our school record for that. And we're just really proud of these kids because they put in a big body of work, and hopefully that body of work is coming through right now. We've been having a lot of fun in January. It's been a pretty fun time.
Well, you got 3 losses. 2 of them are to Benton Central, but you did beat them one time, and that was the most recent time you played them. So you know that you guys are capable of beating Benton Central, but what are you going to have to do in this 4th matchup to do it again?
Well, they're a terrific team. They've got great players in Kaufman and Shields and Goodman and all their complementary players. Very similar to us. They're deep, so you got to pay attention to a lot of people. They can play inside and out, and so we know that we're going to have to try to defend their inside game as best we can, and hopefully put a little pressure on their guards and make it an up-tempo game. That's the way our style is a little bit different than ours there, so that's what we try to do.
Well, it's not often you play a team 4 times in one season, but the first 3 have been a lot of fun, and we're looking forward to tomorrow night. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much. Yep.
Make sure to check out our website, WLFI.com, and click on the sports tab for all highlights from tonight's games.
Have a great night. We'll see you next week.